This is a cup of coffee. It is one of the most universal and addictive drinks, waking up and satisfying millions of people around the world. Today, coffee is grown on 5 continents. It's consumed worldwide and is one of the most important commodities traded on the world markets.
С волнующим ароматом Carte Noire Diamant Rouge.
Over the years, coffee has evolved into many different styles that fit the taste buds of different countries. With the increase of trade, local style coffee can be shared throughout the world. But what fascinates us the most is how the trends in consumption of coffee are changing through many generations, and we see that coffee drinkers are becoming younger and younger.
Grandes logros.
Italian Coffee, Teletón.
Now that's fresh mountain-grown coffee from the hills of Colombia.
This is us. We would like to share our journey around Hanoi with you, the capital city of one of the world's greatest coffee-producing and exporting countries, Vietnam.
Trời, chắc chưa uống cà phê Sài Gòn mới nè. Xin giới thiệu Wake Up Cà phê Sài Gòn.
Coffee was first introduced into Vietnam by the French in 19th century, and soon Vietnam became the main source of cultivation of coffee. Over the years of producing, exporting, and also experiencing the taste of coffee, Vietnamese people have developed their own style of coffee, incorporating things such as egg and condensed milk to make now today's famous Viet coffee signatures called Cà phê trứng and Cà phê nâu đá.
Wow! Cà phê mạnh dữ!
Coffee is certainly a large industry in Vietnam, with many local and international coffee stores blooming all around the country. In the middle of Hanoi stands an old coffee shop named Café Dinh, which has been operating since the 1980s. In the store, we sat down with Ling, a regular customer of the shop, who has been coming here for 14 years. How long have you been here?
Yeah, actually it's about nearly 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
Well, so what makes you keep coming back to this place, despite like there's lots of other Western coffee shops and other coffee shops that are open?
Actually, the reason why I keep coming back here is I got a lot of friends here. And yeah, a lot of experience I have been through here. I don't know yet. Maybe as an environment and the space in this coffee store make me feel just like it's really familiar place, just like home.
Do you think in the future, like the Western companies are going to take over small places like this, and people will stop coming here?
No, actually, I don't think so. We have to talk about the trademark and the unique thing. Not so many people and not so many. I mean, the teenagers go there, but when they go there and they feel they suitable for them, they keep coming back. Just because that is like something that really different from the others. In this store, it's maybe we create a culture. It's really a culture. The culture of the customer and the culture of the owner and the culture of the bartender, and keep the people coming back here and enjoy the time, enjoy the cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. After the interview, we were a bit surprised at his answers, as we thought that teenagers and young adults today prefer to sit and consume in more Western shops, as we call it here. This is because the young generation today look up to more Hollywood celebrities and also adopt the mindset that foreign stuff look cooler. During this journey, we witnessed and came up with the conclusion that coffee shops are slowly migrating off the streets and into aircon-installed stores, evolving to a more modern style. We decided to head over to Highlands, a famous national brand founded by Vietnamese-American man David Thai and first operated in Hanoi in 1998. The founder incorporates many modern features from its inspiration from Starbucks. Highlands coffee is becoming increasingly popular in Hanoi and has spread to many different provinces around Vietnam. Here, we sit down with another frequent drinker, Anthony Vinh, and ask his opinion about the coffee trends in Vietnam.
Anh có hay đến Highland Coffee không ạ?
Anh thường xuyên, ngày nào anh cũng ngồi.
Tại sao anh chọn Highland Coffee thay vì những quán cà phê khác?
Tại vì là ở đây thứ nhất là gần nhà. Thứ hai là tất cả mọi yếu tố mà anh muốn ở một hàng cà phê ở đây đều đáp ứng được.
Anh có nghĩ gì về việc mà thương hiệu cà phê lớn của quốc tế ví dụ như là Highland này, Starbucks đến Việt Nam, thì anh nghĩ thì nó có ảnh hưởng gì đến thị trường cà phê của Việt Nam?
Anh nghĩ là cái đấy là cái điều rất tốt, cái đấy là cái nó đang phát triển, có nghĩa là những cái gì văn minh và người ta làm tốt thì mình nên lên theo những cái đấy. Còn những cái mô hình cà phê dân gian mà càng vắng đi vì là bị đào thải, nghĩa là không theo kịp cái sự phát triển của xã hội sẽ bị tụt xuống. Còn những cái mà mang lợi ích cho khách hàng nhiều hơn thì nó đẩy lên.
Nghĩ là trong vòng 20 năm tới thì có thể những thương hiệu lớn này nó sẽ chiếm lĩnh toàn bộ thị trường cà phê Việt Nam.
Anh nghĩ đấy là hoàn toàn có thể, tại vì bây giờ đã chiếm lĩnh rồi.
We were truly amazed by the contradictory views of the two young men, and that got us thinking, maybe not all teenagers and young adults have similar tastes. As our journey progresses, we noticed a lot of coffee shops around Hanoi, many of them incorporating both Vietnamese and Western styles. Our last stop is the Gọng Cafe, a relatively new and rapidly growing coffee firm, opening in many locations around Hanoi, and an awesome example of a new emerging style of coffee shops. High standard service and beverages mixed with hints of Vietnamese tasteful qualities. Beginning with just one coffee shop on Triệu Việt Vương Street in 2007, now Gọng has 9 different outlets all over Hanoi. It's the atmosphere of the cafe that reminds people of Vietnam during the war, when communism was at its peak. Hence the name Gọng, which means communism. We did a survey and almost 9 out of 10 comments said that they loved the shop's decoration. Things that probably our grandparents and parents have thrown away ages ago are now collected and turned into random decorative pieces in the shop. The chaos and mismatched decorations in the shop are what makes it so special. The waiter told us that most of the people who come here are young adults and teenagers, but there are occasions where the elderly sometimes come back to re-experience the feeling of Hanoi in the 1960s. It's truly an amazing combination of both Western and Vietnamese culture. Great. We hope you enjoyed our journey with us as coffee hunters and learned as many new things as we did. Throughout this journey, we have experienced many different things, learned many new things, and also made a lot of new friends. However, this is not the ending of our journey yet, because there are so many more to explore. And we hope one day you get to do something like we do too.
So I'm gonna